Are you listening?
Welcome to the Real and Real Pod. My name is David, and I'm here with my co-host, the mighty Mini Marcy.
Hello.
And a guest, the supermodel herself, Bianca. What is your last name?
Supermodel, like.
Go to her Instagram. What is your Instagram name right now?
My Instagram is Kooky Black Girl, Kooky.
Type it in. Please type it in right
girl.
Kooky. Who's this?
Honestly,
Thank you.
I'm actually very much a catfish, but it's okay. I appreciate the love.
Now your face looks the same, just, less glammed.
Oh, yeah.
That's all
less
that is.
glammed.
It's the same face, just less glam. A catfish would be me going as you or vice versa.
Oh.
Anyway, moving on. So, have you ever watched a movie and thought to yourself, what if this happened in real life? That's what this show's about.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. And we come up with points each regarding the episode question, and that is...
What if everyone's identity and or likeness was stolen based off the movie Us?
You know how sometimes things line up? Coincidences? Since we've been up here, they've been happening more and more. It's like there's this black cloud hanging over us.
Accompanied by her husband, son, and daughter. Oh my gosh. Adelaide? That's her name in the movie? Wow. Adelaide Wilson returns to the beachfront home where she grew up as a child. Haunted by a traumatic experience from the past, Adelaide grows increasingly concerned that something bad is going to happen to her family. Her worst fears soon become a reality when four masked strangers descend upon the house, forcing the Wilsons into a fight for survival. When the mask comes off, each stranger takes the appearance of different family members. Wow, that's a lot. So, starting with, I guess, do you want to see this movie?
Do I want to see the movie?
Yeah, do you want to see the movie Us?
Okay, so let me be honest. I'm actually terrified of watching the movie just off the trailer itself.
Right.
It's literally my worst nightmare. Literally my worst nightmare. And it just terrifies me. However, I'd be more than happy to watch a clip of it.
It's like, it scares the living daylights out of me.
It
But I will watch this. Yes,
I would definitely watch a clip. But the trailer itself, I think honestly what scares me more is I'm not used to seeing black horror films. So
honestly, that is a thing too.
Yeah, so
most horror films are white
real.
people, and it's like, that won't happen to us because it's not us. But when you portray a black person doing it, you're like, ooh, you make this real life because that's a black person, and I'm a black person, and I can see. Oh no.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So it just brings it home, and then I've just got I've always had weird little nightmares about things like that happening.
Okay.
So it's just when I first saw the trailer, it was like, oh wow.
So we're just going to break it up into small clips for you to watch.
So you'll watch the first 10 minutes today, and then skip 10 minutes, and then the next 10 minutes the next day.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd be more, maybe a month, but
A whole month it'll take you to watch the movie?
10 minutes a month would be great.
10 minutes
with
a
me.
month.
I don't think you understand. I am terrified.
Oh my God,
I just
that's a
realized what
2-year
you said.
movie.
10 minutes a month.
So a
I
movie
hope
is
the
an hour
movie's
and a
only
half.
an hour.
Right. So if
Yeah.
the movie is an hour, then that's 6 months. If it's an hour and a half, that is $6.79. That's 9 months.
You guys aren't terrified about that?
I mean,
Oh, no, I don't do horror movies.
I
I'm
don't
not
do
watching
horror
them.
movies, so there is also that.
So if the question was posed towards me, do I want to see this? No, because it's a horror movie. I don't do horror movies.
I don't do horror
I do
movies.
want to see the scene with the bunnies because they look adorable. But I don't care about the rest of the movie whatsoever. How about, so you know as well?
yeah, I'm also a no because I don't do horror movies. I'm not about the jump scares. And now that
don't.
you just made something I never thought of it that way.
An
So-
African fact, there are a lot of folk tales, scary folk tales
Yeah, there is.
of people actually stealing your identity. So it's just too close to home for me. So I avoid it. Even when a trailer comes on, because the trailers are everywhere right now.
Right.
On YouTube and everything.
Listen,
I just skip it.
It's like the Nun trailers when that
I've only
movie
seen
came
it,
out.
See,
twice.
that didn't scare me.
No, but I the first trailer that they did
Because you
for
don't
the
care
Nun.
about nuns.
Right. Well,
So, moving on to
Ladies
what if everyone got their identity /
likeness
stolen? Ladies first, and that means our guest. What is your
Our
first
lovely
point?
guest.
God, so you're going to start with me? Okay.
I can start with
You can start. We
Marcy.
can start with me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so.
let's start with Marcy.
My first point is that if everyone's likeness and identity was stolen, then we'd have implanted ID tags.
That makes complete sense.
It does, because you can't steal my identity if when they're like, is that Marcy though? Is it Marcy? And it's like, yeah, I'm definitely Marcy. And then the person who's supposed to be Marcy pops up, and they're like, okay, let's just scan
Is this with our phones?
or something. I don't know.
I'm just saying,
Possibly.
do I have to walk around with a scanner to scan like my?
It might be like a QR code, but it might be like a natural QR code. Like your phone just like has that sensor.
Yep.
So like the face recognition thing, it'll just be sensor recognition on the back of the camera, and it'll just be like.
So, but
I'm pretty sure your name is Sarah, not Marcy. So yeah.
if everyone lost their identity, do we not still have all of our senses? Like we still have our eyes and like.
I mean,
our
you still have
knowledge?
you still like. I just pretend to be you. That's about it.
Also, you could just easily do that then.
Yeah. So I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm Marcy. Ha 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 ha. And it's like.
I feel bad for the person who doesn't care. Like
Yeah,
if you're
that person,
If
it's
you're
like-
like coming home and you're like, "Hey, babe," and you're like, "Wait, are you my husband?" And it's like, and it's like, "If you're not, well, let's see what you got."
That would be me. That would literally. Okay, wait. Let me not say that.
You are
like, I mean, I'm
married.
not
That makes
cheating.
sense.
No, not
it would
married.
be
Not
worse.
married side. But I feel like I'd be like, I guess I'll
It's
see
like,
what
I
it's
guess
like
we'll
having a
just
new
try this out
family.
today.
Yeah, like.
Because that means if they didn't come home, that means more than likely that they're pretending to be someone
That's
else
what
too.
I'm saying. And
So
You have to work late.
how would you work? Like, because the thing is, even how would work work? Because let's say if you don't feel like going to work, you could just tell someone, "Hey, just be me."
right. So that's
But
coming into my
also,
second point.
who
So yes.
wants to be? Like,
I mean, depending on your
I don't feel like
job.
going to work. Go to work. I don't want to go to your job.
I mean, it depends on the job. Like if I'm if I'm a chocolatier, like I'm a chocolate taste tester. Oh, yeah,
I
best
would go to your
believe.
job. Unless it was a
Best
horrible chocolate
believe.
place.
Unless it was a
Who
horrible
makes bad
chocolate place.
chocolates? I don't know chocolates, but donuts. Don't people like Krispy Kreme more?
This is blasphemous. There's no such thing as bad chocolates. First
Yeah, there
of
is
all.
such
I
thing
feel
as
like
bad
someone's
chocolate.
gonna challenge
feel
you.
like
There really
I'm going
is.
to leave this
Oh
place.
no, there's a such thing as bad chocolate, and I've had it, and it is trash.
Like mint chocolate is horrible, but
There you go. You're like, I work at a chocolate place, and you're like, oh, I can do that.
And they're like,
It's
all right,
mint
this week is
chocolate.
mint, and you're like, I
my
can't do
gosh,
that.
I can't do this. We're gonna get fired today. I can't.
but why would they even? The thing is,
I love mint chocolate. Don't come for
Yeah.
me.
I don't like mint chocolate.
Oh my
mint
god.
chocolate is horrible. Like
No, it's not.
I swear to God, right? Dark chocolate covered anything is disgusting, and I feel like anyone that likes it
It's too
is a
chalky.
psycho killer.
I like milk chocolate.
What? Are you
I
calling me a
swear.
psycho killer
You
now?
have to- I s-
no,
I didn't
don't
wanna say
just
it.
well me.
Didn't want to say it.
Didn't want to say it. But,
No, okay, so like I agree. There are some dark chocolate covered things. You're like, this is utter trash. I just put rubbish, like literally just in my
Yes.
mouth. This is not it. But there are some like Brookside chocolate. That's good, and it's a dark chocolate, but I think it's not a high percent dark chocolate. Like if it's 70 and above, that thing is trash.
It's healthy, if anything.
It's healthy and
just-
trash.
Yeah,
it's healthy trash.
moving on to your first point.
Yeah. So what's your first point?
What's your first point?
My first point would be everyone would basically there would be no structure, so everyone would be able to be themselves. They wouldn't have the barriers of like who they are.
So there's no social constructs.
No, there's none, because you can do whatever you want to do, because you can be whoever you want to be. If you don't know who you are, you have no memory of yourself. You're not gonna know. Okay, I have a. there's-
You're
Go on.
wiping people's memory?
No.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute. No.
if you have-
I know that I am a poor broke child and I'm just going to pretend to be Beyonce and get away with it. So like, I know I'm broke.
Yeah,
and
but
I ain't
I'm
Beyonce.
but that's the thing. I can do that because no one has any identity. I can walk into a place here and just be like, okay, well, this is who I am, etc.,
Oh,
etc.,
okay.
and just be myself. Because right now, let's say, like I was mentioning before, for example, I'm African, I'm Muslim, I'm Rwandan.
Right.
So everything I do is in relation to me knowing like my background and everything. So
That's how you were brought up.
Yeah. So wherever I go as a Muslim person, let's say if I'm wearing a hijab, other Muslims will know I'm Muslim and they'll be like, okay, and they'll know, okay, things I can do and cannot do.
Okay.
Same as Rwandans. I'm very, not a lot of people will know, but Rwandan people, we can tell when someone else is Rwandan. If I'm out acting out, and this has happened a lot of times because I come from a small country, they'll be like, what are you doing? Like, go back to your
They'll
house.
come up for you
Yeah.
and you're just like, I don't even know you.
So if I didn't have that and I'm able to be myself, I'll be able to go out and do the crazy stuff I want to do without.
You're not going to kill no
you
one,
say
right?
that it's not
We
me?
didn't say that. No,
Okay.
Will you say it's not? You're like, what are you doing? Like, what? I'm not who you think I am. I just stole their identity. That's what you'll be like?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
messed up.
that's really messed up. It's like,
so again, murder, kill someone.
yeah, it's like,
you murdered that person.
Bianca,
me.
did
That
you
was not
did you kill the
me.
person? No, I am not Bianca.
I would probably rob
My
a bank.
name is Sarah.
9 times out of 10, I'd definitely rob a
You'd
bank.
rob a bank.
1,000%, honestly. So it's like,
Look, she's like not even 9 times out of 10. 10
No,
out of
it's
10.
like
I'm robbing
10
a
out of
bank.
10.
That
I'm
seems
robbing a bank.
hard. I'd rob a person. The bank seems more
I'd rob a
complicated.
convenience store.
I just rob a rich person of their credit card.
But that's then.
Yeah,
that
they can
could
stop
be-
that. I'd rob a
yeah.
convenience store and just like get all the snacks and the money.
You know what?
But it's not that hard to rob a
And
bank,
maybe
you know?
some lottery tickets.
I rob them of their card, then rob their phone, and then in that moment, I download the Cash App. And
But then
send
how would
myself.
they even have? If, they
Yes.
if there's no identity, how do they have a card?
They have a card. You have your identity. Someone just stole it. So you
It's
still
like
have your credit
identity
card.
theft. Like nowadays, like you have your own personal information. Like you have a bank, you have a credit card, your debit card, and all that, and your social security number, right?
Yeah.
So someone who stole your identity, they can call and say, "Yes, I'm calling from your bank. We just need to verify some information," and you give them the information on your bank card. Your bank's like they double check that that's the actual bank. They get like the last 4 of your social, which is all everybody asks for, and then you're good. And you're like, all right, I just verified with my bank, and the next thing you know, your identity's stolen.
I mean, that's regular. That's like every day.
Right, but
I'm
now
African.
it's like
it's part of
That's every day.
she's
for
like
Africans.
it's kind of a thing.
it's regular. Like
Oh my gosh.
Okay, moving on.
I get what you're saying though. I was thinking more from the different perspective. Like if literally every single person's ID
So like
was
those white
stolen.
people that want to be black, they can do that.
Yeah.
Are you just doing the plot of Get Out? That's literally what you just said. Okay, so
I never saw that one though. All right, what's your
Never
first
seen
point?
Get Out. Phenomenal.
I never saw it either, but I was told every single thing, every detail. It was great. My first point: long, complicated handshakes.
Oh, so I get it. So that it's like, hey, what's up, Brock? Oh, you missed a step. You ain't my bra.
Yeah, you ain't my bra. You're my friend. That's what.
Oh, I see that some point.
Like
Okay,
you know,
I
like
understand.
teenage guys, like
Yeah.
like hey, what's up, bro? And it's like slap the hand, pull it back, snap, elbow, arm. It's like a. I
bunch
work
of-
in a high school,
I-
so I see a lot. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It was high school, but also whenever I watch an NBA game, before the game starts, it seems like every player has a special handshake with the other player. I'm like, how do y'all remember?
So
all of
people
this?
really do this? They really have long
Yes.
handshakes?
Yes,
have-
I work in a high school. It is ridiculous.
I'd love to work in a high
No,
school.
you wouldn't.
Really?
No, you wouldn't.
This is
You
said by
guys
someone
ain't
who's
high
never been to a high school.
No, I find high school kids so interesting.
They're very
Weird.
interesting, but one, if you're young or they think you're fairly young, everybody's going to try and come on to you. Second of all, these people are tall and beastly and they have no respect. Third of all, they're heathens.
Really? Oh my
You want to know a conversation I just heard in the hallways?
What did you hear?
There was a bunch of freshmen that were excited to share the fact that they had chlamydia with the school.
Ew.
But what made it worse, the guy who had chlamydia, he was talking to 2 guys and 4 girls. They were all sad that they couldn't experience chlamydia.
Like-
so the freshman who had chlamydia was like, well, I can give it to you. And they
Ew.
literally made appointments to give each other the clap.
Wait, what race were these kids?
Black.
Oh no. That
Yeah.
sounds-
Yeah, our lovely little black ones. I'm like, this is
As if
terrible.
like stupidity has a race.
It doesn't.
It
but
doesn't,
you wouldn't.
but still, like, I'm sure.
in high school, stupidity.
don't beat their kids no more?
No, parents don't beat their kids.
That's a shame.
Parents don't teach
Mostly
their
because
kids.
everyone's scared to go to jail nowadays.
Yeah. And now that everything's recorded, it's like, did you see this? My parent beat me, and like nobody questions it. They're just like, I've
not
been
a beating,
abused.
it's
In
a regular
England, they
whooping.
have they
Yeah,
have
it's a
this
whooping.
rule, right? That if you discipline your child and they don't bruise, then it's fine. So imagine
Yeah.
black kids like me. I do not bruise at all. Like my mom was just going
Wailing.
to town.
Yeah, they have that. They have
Put
spanking.
some powder on yourself. So when you got here, look at that.
You see
That-
this mark?
that indent
Look,
mark?
that's it.
Damn.
But I would have never. My mom would have beat me for calling the.
The cops.
Yeah.
for defects. She would have pulled a Medea, like, call 911.
Yes,
I bet
see
you.
what happens.
Yes, 100%. Call 999. Like I will
Exactly.
finish you.
999 there. See, you said 911.
Well, in America, it's 911.
Ours is lame. Anyway,
I like 999,
Yeah,
but I
long
would have
handshakes.
accidentally called that way too many times.
yes. Watch any beginning of any basketball game. It's a bunch of long handshakes. I think to identify people, they'll just do long handshakes. Shh, I'm recording the thing. Okay, shh, I gotta record this thing. Hey guys, so I know what you're thinking. I love the show, but how can I convey how much I adore it? That's easy. Just head over to patreon.com/realandrealpod. That's REELINREALPOD. You can donate $1 to show your support. You'll get some cool stuff in return. It's a thank you from us. You even get a shout out on the show. But what if you don't have an extra dollar? And what if you don't love us enough to steal from your great grandma while she's sleeping? Well, you can go to iTunes and give us a rating. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, or just tell all of your neighbors, friends, enemies, and that one weird guy down the street about the show. We appreciate any support. If you're a company that wants us to advertise your product, you can contact us at realandrealpod@gmail.com. Okay, that's it. Enjoy the rest of the show. So what is your second point?
My second point is that, and we had kind of touched on it a little bit, but my second point is that there's finger prick sign-ins.
Ew, that's annoying. I know people. I know someone who had what is it?
Diabetes.
Diabetes. Diabetes. They had diabetes, and they had to prick their finger, and they hated it. And then I used to see the little thing the machine that pricks your finger. I think I had to do it once. It's quick. It still hurt. It's like someone jabbing your finger with a knife.
Why would you ever have to do that?
Well, if you have diabetes, you have to check your insulin, and insulin is regulated in the blood.
Why did he have?
Why did he? He was curious, probably.
No, I had to do it or they had to pick my. I was in the hospital, so they had to do something with my blood. I can't remember
it's a quick levels check.
Yeah.
Oh,
when
I've
you're
had
in the
that
hospital.
done before, but they got like a. Actually, no.
What they do? Did they just
This is in Africa once again. This was like in the 90s though, when I was really little. So they literally cut a piece of glass and then just like prodded me. Honestly, it probably was unhygienic. I don't know.
No, very hygienic. Yes, random glass.
Look, they use petri dish glass, and they're just like sliced. Now, mind you, those like little trays that they put on microscopes are sharp. I have sliced my fingers to death with those.
Hold on, I ran out of glass. Let me go back home, break some more
Just,
people's glass, bring it over, slice. Seems dangerous.
Do they? Yeah, they probably would have. Anyway, yeah.
That thing hurts.
Yes.
So that's what is this for again?
Like to ID people. So like when you go to the bank and you want to like extract money instead of being like
money.
no, if you wanted to set up if you wanted to open a credit card and they're like, all right, David, so you want to set up a credit card and you're like, bet money I do,
Hiding
but
all
it's
my
not
money.
David, it's some kid named Tom.
So only the bank. That's what you're saying?
No. So like important things. So like when you go to the doctor and they're like, all right,
They gotta take my blood anyway. What's the
right,
matter?
but they need to make sure it's you. So like, boop. You know what? That's where the reader comes in. But either way.
No, are you combining them now? Because then I'm not pricking my finger ever. I'm really not pricking my finger. I hate
Well,
it.
when it comes to, I hate it.
Because the thing is, would you have to then disinfect it after each person? Because wouldn't that then cause a spread of like a lot of diseases?
Well, yeah, poke it and throw it in the trash.
Yeah, it's a disposable thing. So like when you get the
Wow.
diabetes things, it's like boop, and then it just pops out in trash.
Whoever created them would be a billionaire.
I didn't
Yeah.
think about that. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
No, not really. Because
No.
then 50 other companies will copy it.
Yeah, and then it'll just
make
be
it.
like run down real
Like,
quick.
this one's made out of paper. It's efficient. I'm like, no.
Nah, paper cuts hurt. Ooh.
Oh my god!
Why don't you just use
Right?
paper?
No.
Slice your finger.
I would rather get a prick than a paper cut.
Yeah.
Honestly.
know
I'd
what?
definitely rather get a prick than a paper
Cheap
cut.
hospitals, paper cut.
Oh my god.
We can't afford needles.
No, we just gonna use,
Slice.
we're going back to what she had, the glass. They just go poke it, just glass it up. I'm not paper cutting.
I'm not ever. Oh wow. Oh.
No. But yeah, so that's like important things. So like if you want to open a credit card, your what else would you need your identity checked for?
Sad.
Court dates.
No, I'm gonna let my clone take the fall for that.
What if it's jury duty?
No, but they would definitely
I'ma
do
let
that
my
for
person
like
take the plot for
courts,
that.
though, because they would definitely bring. Let's say if that existed, like especially if someone's getting sentenced.
Yeah, you're right, they
Especially
would.
wealthy people, they would probably try to get a clone to go to prison for them.
True.
Oh, setting people
So they'd get their identity person like, all right, listen, I will pay you to take my identity. You won't get access to the money until you serve the time.
But then what would
it's
happen
there.
with the prick thing then in that situation?
Oh, they'd prick and they're like,
That's not you.
that's not you.
So we gotta
and
go
then
find
they'd
the
have
right
to go
person?
find the real person.
But you know, people do that now in countries, in Asian countries, like billionaires and millionaires will hire.
Yeah, they'll
someone,
send somebody that's a lookalike.
Yeah, to go prison
What?
for
A
them.
lookalike? A
Okay,
lookalike.
I like lookalikes.
Me too. It's
lookalike.
it's like a nice little.
I had a question. Darn it. Oh, will they hold that person until they can? Because I don't. Okay, let's say we got the wrong person. I don't want to let you free, and then I go and catch you again. I'm like, you're like, no, I was already. You already got me.
Yeah.
It's like you already said I'm not the one.
I'm like, fine, stay here.
that's a good
You know what would be
point.
funny though? What if the person that you pricked isn't the person you're looking for? So we're looking for, let's say they're looking for me, right? And then the person who cloned me, or like not cloned,
Stole your
stole
identity.
my identity. What if they were like, yeah, I'll take your identity, didn't realize that they were wanted for a crime.
Oh,
they
you
got,
found out
It's like,
afterwards.
right. So it's
What are you
like,
talking about? I didn't murder anybody.
I was snitch.
I stole the identity. Well, we'll take you to jail for that. No.
Kill
no,
me.
everyone's doing it. It's fine.
Kill me. Oh my God.
Okay, we're gonna move on to your last point.
Yeah.
My
Yes.
last point, I feel like there would be way more. This is honestly touching up on what you both were saying, but like I feel like there'd be way more facial recognition tech. So
That makes sense.
Yeah, we already have the ones for the phones now, but I feel like they'd probably have that everywhere. Like I know some major tech companies
Maybe they'll
have
do
like
retinal scanners like everywhere.
yeah, like probably like everywhere, like even at the airports, hospitals, like
Retinal or face? Because I think, aren't they stealing your face?
If they're stealing your face, it'll be like Face Off, because in Face Off, the eyes were the same.
The eyes were the same.
Yeah, in Face Off, they took the face, but the person's eyes were the same eyes.
Oh, you mean? I thought you meant they cloned their eyes.
no,
But
no,
even
no.
in us, their faces are similar, but they're not.
Yeah,
they're
there's
not
like things that are
identical.
different
Yeah.
in the trailers for us. When you look, it's like I think the person who's like Lupita's character, hers is like
Say her name again.
Lupita.
Sounded fancy.
Lupita.
Okay, continue. Lupita.
I just
That's
rushed
how her
through
mom
it.
says. Come on, Lupita.
When she's in trouble, instead of Lupita, it's Lupita.
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 You know what you did wrong, Lupita? Like, okay.
It's like, oh, she said it fast. I'm in trouble.
I can't.
But like,
So Lupita.
so
yes.
like her character, like of course we all know her face, and then the clone, I think her cheekbones are a little
Higher, right?
no, because hers are high. I think hers are a little wider out. Like it's wider out, and then the jaw
Some
isn't the
detailed
same,
facial construct. I mean,
and the
if-
jaw isn't the same.
I don't know if Siri can distinguish that whatsoever.
Honestly, maybe not.
I
But
don't think so.
it'll work.
I like the point though. Facial construct. Okay.
So it'll have to be the eyes, retinal scanners.
I put it on my refrigerator.
On your fridge.
I don't want to steal my food.
Really, you're gonna be like that cheapskate dude?
But also, if you put it on all food places, they'd starve and they die.
I hate it on food things because the girl likes to eat. Like
You'll
ugh.
get in. It's your refrigerator.
No. That's just the fridge. You said all food places.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Sure.
So both of you guys, what would you guys actually do? Let's say if, as of right now, it just starts like,
And I can clone someone.
yeah, you can clone someone or people, someone
thought you
can
meant
steal
who
your
would I- who would I
identity.
steal?
Not clone, like identity steal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would I steal, or what would I do if I stole someone's?
First thing you think about, what would be the first thing that comes to mind?
Okay, so the persons I would steal. Okay, very very obscure reference, but the girl who played Marcella in Barney.
What?
Let me finish.
Why?
Excuse me.
Why?
Who is the same girl who played in Doctor Dolittle, the daughter?
I
Yeah.
thought that was Kyla Pratt.
Sure, I don't know.
Was she in Barney? I thought
Yeah,
Kyla Pratt was in
the Barney movie. Yeah, she was.
Dr.
Listen,
Dolittle.
I was a Barney child. Barney was my thing.
I remember.
My
Barney
mom
too,
thought he was
still.
like a pedophile.
I mean, more than likely.
I hope not. Go on.
But I would just be like, okay, here's the thing. I would go for her because she we always got like my mom's like, oh, you just look just like you could be the little Marcella on Barney.
Aw.
And then on top of that, it would be like she's kind of famous. She's got money.
Does she have money now though?
I think she still has it. It's just like she doesn't do much with it.
Oh, true.
Because she also played, she just recently played, I think it was 2 years ago, but there was a show called Recovery Road, and she had played a character on there. Now, mind you, that character was crazy. But, so I would go for her because she's, not a famous actress, but she's got enough clout and money to where if, I walked in someplace, I'm like, do you not know who I am?
Oh, yeah.
I am whatever her name is. Tammy Bradshaw. We're going to call her Tammy Bradshaw.
Tammy
Don't
Bradshaw.
think that's her name.
I'm finished.
I don't think that's her actual name, but I'm going to call her Tammy Bradshaw for the purposes of this example. So I'd be like, do you know who I am? I'm Tammy Bradshaw. Excuse me.
Excuse me? How could
You better
not know
close down
me?
this whole Louis Vuitton and give me what I want.
Free.
Because you didn't know who I was. Do I need to
Yes.
call my lawyers and agents? And they'll be like,
Period.
oh no, bad PR. So, but yeah.
Do you know who I would be? It's a
Who?
mix between Blue Ivy and
Blue Ivy the baby?
yes, the baby.
Oh.
Blue Ivy the child.
Well, I mean, hey, she doesn't have any responsibilities. And she
no
gets to
no
live it up.
responsibilities. Beyonce would be my mother.
Yep.
I come from $1 billion family.
Yep.
My edges would be
Snatched.
luxurious. Hair is just. Have you seen that recent pic with a full fro?
Bruh, that child is done.
She's set. That's it. her life is good. That's who I would want to be. She's a brand within herself. So
She really is.
I would 100% be Blue Ivy. I'd feel sorry for her if she became me, but that's it.
Oh, you just random person just scared you? Oh, probably because you just appeared.
Yeah, I was just like, do, look this way. And then I'm like, oh, person.
Oh wait, this is
Our
what
next
it
guest
is.
just walked in. So, what part were we on?
Blue Ivy.
So that was her person. Who is the person you would be?
Oh, who would I
And what
steal?
would you do? Yeah.
Oh, I would definitely be Elon Musk, and I would
Oh
get me
yeah.
all the
Yo,
Teslas.
bet.
Yeah, easily.
The Tesla guy.
But that's a lot. He still has to work. See, with Blue Ivy, she don't.
Does he?
You still, because he still does stuff. He's still a part of his company.
He's a billionaire. Who
But
cares?
that's a lot of expectation.
I went real low. I really low balled myself. I
do.
really did.
You picked the girl from Barney. What is wrong
I really
with you?
did. Okay, so we're gonna
Anyway,
retract my answer.
where were we? What was the last thing?
That was it. We were all on everyone's last point. So your last point.
Okay, real quick. My last point is just all dogs would be murdered.
All
because-
dogs?
Dogs. Okay.
Puppies?
Well,
Yes,
this took a
puppies.
dramatic turn.
Okay.
Oh, I
took a
know why.
depressing
Because
turn.
they'd recognize their owner,
Exactly.
and then they couldn't do that. So if my dog knew me, he'd know my smell, and then
Exactly.
she'd come to me, and then it's like, why isn't your dog going to you, Marcy? And it's
So
Exactly.
they
like,
would kill the dog.
They kill the dog.
oh no,
Who
I
would
hate
be that
this.
hell bent on stealing an identity though? Like,
I
People
hate
who steal
this.
identities. What do you mean?
I know people that still identity.
Thank you for sharing.
She's like, I know people who
Hold on, I know a couple people who steal identities, and the process. Hold on, let me call up John real quick. John,
do you gotta kill someone's dog?
when you kill people's dogs,
You don't have to. It's never that deep. Like,
Well, I mean, all animals have to go then, because cats don't warm up to everyone.
carps don't warm to their owners. So
Yeah, they do.
some
Did you
dogs
call
are
them
just-
carps?
cats,
Oh, I'm like, carp
craps
is a
don't
fish.
warm up to their owners. Anyway, that's my last point. We got to wrap up real quick. Whether people go see this movie or not, what movie do you suggest they go see in their free time?
I like Korean movies, so it just depends what you're
does
into.
not matter. Whatever
All right,
you
so
wanna
pick a Korean
suggest.
movie and then find
Open
the
up
plot
people's
of it.
cultural mind. Connect.
There is a movie called The Crown, or the Masked Clown. That's a really good movie. That's when it's actually on the topic of identity. So basically, it's set in the Joseon period. So I think that's like the 1700s, 1800s in Korea. There was an actual king who. His records just disappeared for like a whole 2 weeks, and then it would later. It turned out that he hired someone to steal his identity for those 2 weeks, whilst he recovers from an illness.
What the world?
So basically, like the movie's about the guy that he hired to like pretend to be him.
Went off on a killing
Yeah,
spree.
and it was like it wasn't. It was just a random clown, like a begging clown that looked exactly like the emperor.
This sounds so familiar.
So they got him to. It's on Netflix now, I think.
Did they make an American version of this?
Never. It's always been a Korean version.
Or somebody read
The
this
Mask
off.
Clown. It's
But
the
it's-
Mask Clown.
Yeah. So
Mask Clown movie plot.
let me see. Let
Korean.
me see.
Korean movie.
Wait, hold on.
Is it King and the Clown?
The King and the Clown. Yeah, I think it's the
Okay.
King and the, wait, let me see
You
the
just
picture.
made somebody look up a horror film.
You really did.
Masked clown. This is nothing like what she described.
Like I'm looking at like
I mean, there's a couple. I'm trying to see what. No, The Crown's Clown. It's called The Crown's Clown.
the Crown Clown Asian Wiki. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is your movie suggestion, Marcy?
My movie suggestion is, it was mentioned in this podcast, is Face Off.
Oh, Face Off.
Face Off.
That's good.
Obsessed with bringing terrorist Castor Troy to justice, FBI Sean Archer tracks down Troy, who has boarded a plane in Los Angeles. After the plane crashes and Troy is severely injured, possibly dead, Archer undergoes surgery to remove his face and replace it with Troy's. As Archer tries to use his disguise to elicit information about a bomb from Troy's brother, Troy awakes from a coma and forces the doctor who performed the surgery to give him Archer's face. This movie, wow, that is not what I thought this was about.
Wait, was I meant to read? Was I meant to read the synopsis for my movie?
That was yes.
No, it
you
doesn't.
gave
It
your
doesn't matter if
synopsis,
you
though.
give a synopsis. or
Oh,
not.
okay.
Yeah, but you gave a pretty good synopsis
Yeah.
because I would not have done that. Wow, this is so different than what I remember. Anyway, this movie stars Nicolas Cage, John Travolta, Alessandro Nivola,
That's a good name right there.
That's a really sexy name.
and it really is. I love that name, Alessandro.
Alessandro.
And then Joan Allen. This movie, I don't remember as well as I thought I did, but it's good. I own it and I've seen it. It's a good movie.
I used to have such a big crush on Nicolas Cage in that movie. And that's when I realized I just like love demons, basically.
Oh, not him. It's the demons?
Wait a minute.
Like I just love bad guys. Like
Okay, well, we can
Wait a
call
minute.
Nicholas Ford Coppola and tell him that you got a fan.
definitely.
Wait.
Change your last name.
I swear to God, because I was a kid when that came out, and I remember thinking, "Oh, I really like
Yeah, it
him. Wow,
came out in 97.
he does really bad things. I love him. Like I just really liked
Okay,
him."
moving on to my movie
what's your movie
suggestion. My movie suggestion is the movie Red. After surviving an assault from a squad of hitmen, retired CIA agent Frank Moses reassembles his old team for an all-out war.
Oh,
Frank
that-
reunites with old Joe. That was his name? I did not know people's name in this movie. Crazy Marvin and Wiley Victoria to uncover a massive conspiracy that threatens their lives.
I forgot. Retired, extremely dangerous.
Yep, that's what
Red
it stands
is.
for. This
Retired
movie
extreme- Oh, really?
stars Bruce Willis, John Malkovich, Helen Mirren.
I was Bruce Willis.
How is
Oh.
Morgan Freeman sixth on this list?
Because he didn't have a. But yes, he did. I take that
was the
back.
main
Yeah, he did. I took that back. Yeah, I was like, he wasn't. No, he was the second.
Wait,
he was
how
the
old
supporting
is
character.
Morgan
Like,
Freeman now? Is this an older movie?
it's
it's
not.
like
it came out in
20.
2010.
Yeah,
That's not that old.
2010.
How old is he now?
For some
Morgan
reason, Mary
Freeman?
Louise
Morgan
Parker is
Freeman.
first. Not even Bruce Willis is first in this.
Wow.
This is a weird list. I don't like this list. Anyway,
Someone was biased.
It's
Maybe. Wait, it was a woman who was first.
the girlfriend of Bruce Willis in the movie.
Yeah,
is
maybe it's
Okay.
because it's like International Women's Day was
yeah,
yesterday,
she's
so maybe they're just
barely, like-
she really is barely in this
Do
one.
you
though.
do you have an issue with a woman being first?
No.
Yeah,
Is
if
that
it's
what
not
you're
Helen Mirren,
saying?
it should have been her.
You have a point. Helen Mirren should have been
Helen Mirren
first
should
instead
have
of
been
this
first.
girlfriend because
She's
this
the
girlfriend
dopest.
literally did.
Nothing.
Nothing. She's just
She was in there for like I think a solid 20 minutes of the movie.
Maybe
Yeah.
had
her
no
scenes were
lines.
iconic.
All she did was
Maybe
no.
that's what made the movie.
Oh my god, you can't beat this because Helen Mirren had a grander part in this. She was like
I love
an
Helen
assassin
Mirren.
and everything. Like she was top dog in this.
so
Okay,
good.
we're running out of time. We really
Oh,
got to
sorry.
wrap up. Next guest is getting very irate. You can see him on the side. It's like, why are they taking so long? Don't they know I got stuff to do after this?
What was your movie's name again? The Crown King.
Oh, The Crown Clown. The Crown Clown. It's a very good
Okay.
movie.
So please tell us your
trying
social
to-
media and where people can find you online, and if you like to share any other information about yourself.
No, I'm kidding. My social media is Kooky Black Girl. That's KOOKYBLACKGIRL. That's my Instagram. And if you want to buy some dope jewelry, go on the Juma brand. That's THEJUMABRAND on Instagram.
Fancy. Marcy, next.
You can find me on Twitter at Marcy_119. You can also find me on Instagram at Marcy_11.9.
You can find me on Instagram at David_Poems. You can find me on Twitter at a Clark Kent type. Shout out to the stash.
Mustache. As always, shout out to Kit the Brit.
Kit the Brit and all our other patrons, thank you.
We
And
appreciate you. You do more than you know.
Thank you for all our listeners, and please continue to spread the show. Thank you to our guest Bianca for coming.
You're welcome.
AKA
We
Bob.
appreciate it.
No, thanks
Bob.
for having me. This was so fun. I know I was not as prepared as I should have been, but
You did pretty good though.
yeah, I'm a finesse queen. I'll
I mean,
find
fake it till you make it, sis.
I'll
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.